Well, that's it. Welcome. It's your first step in the VR room. Normally, we'd have a whole training session ahead of us, but we're in a hurry. A new investigation has just arrived. Grab the VR glasses. I'll load the crime scene. Of course, glasses work better if you put them on your eyes. Perfect. It's loading. Here it is. This is Richard's Hugh. He disappeared 3 days ago. He was an eccentric artist who had enjoyed some success with his latest collection, the kind of attention that can make people envious. And here's the artist's latest painting. I won't comment on that. We have a new investigation technique at our disposal. Let's see what this painting can tell us. Try to take a picture of it. Put your hand together in this position and pinch your finger. Perfect. Keep your fingers pinched and your hands apart. Fantastic. You've collected your first piece of evidence. Now grab the clue. That's your detective board. This is where you can organize your evidence and link it to a suspect. As you progress, you'll unlock new suspects. Grab the Polaroid and drop it near the surface of the board. You see the drawing pin? If you grab it, you can link the evidence to a suspect. Congratulations! You are now ready to enter the crime scene and collect all the other clues. Take a look at the right side of the detective board and push on the big red button. Here you are at the crime scene. What a mess. You're going to have to find out what happened here. To start, you need to collect the clues around the scene. To get around, I'm going to open some teleportation points. Simply pinch in their direction to teleport. Don't forget that you can take photos by putting your hands together and pinching. A painting with a knife stuck in it. A fire has started in a rubbish bin. Some documents have survived the flames. Agatha's voice message is particularly spicy. She seems to have something against Richard. Someone stepped in the puddle of blood. The window was smashed by a punch. He must be such an eccentric guy to have a swing in his apartment. Insurance and valuation of Richard Hughes' works at the request of A. Cohen. Awesome, you've gathered all the clue in the crime scene. We have a new suspect, Agatha Cohen, Richard's ex-girlfriend. Let's go back to our detective board. Press on the big red button to go back to the detective board. Great! I have the info. It's added to the detective board. Ta-da! Actually, I didn't tell you everything. It's not just about linking clues to suspects. You have to find evidence from the clues. Look here. This is your pedestal. It's a central part of our investigation. It allows us to generate evidence and observe it. Take a Polaroid and bring it to the pedestal to reveal the clue. This is Richard Hughes' mobile phone. The last thing played was a voice message from Agatha Cohen. In a nutshell, Agatha's message is particularly spicy. She seems to have a grudge against Richard. Perfect! Now you can change mode by pressing the icon on the pedestal or by pressing the magnifying glass. Don't hesitate to change modes to find all the evidence. You just found the fingerprint proof. The last thing played was a voice. You just found the fingerprint proof. The last thing played was a voice message sent by Agatha Cohen. Magnificent. You've collected all the evidence on this clue. Now all that remains is to connect our evidence to our suspect. So, if you connect a clue to the evidence of the right suspect, you create a special link, a suspicion. Bravo! Your first suspicion is created. Take it and place it on the pedestal. Try to see Agatha begin to react to your suspicions. It's up to you to find the right combinations to unlock a new testimony.
How is this related to me? Listening to it now, I might have been a bit intense. But if I hadn't, our story would have continued. Anyway, I meant what I said that day.
Insurance and valuation of Richard Hughes' works at the request of A. Cohen. Someone was betting on Richard's works? Interesting. Agatha seems to be behind this contract. You just found the fingerprint proof.
I must have handled that object. It's perfectly normal to insure your home and the value of the art in it. Richard was so completely unaware of the value of the art he'd created. It's a good thing that I had his paintings valued and insured.
The shards of glass face inwards, so it was a blow from the outside. A robbery? You just found the fingerprint proof. Blood type A positive.
What does this have to do with me?
You just found the blood evidence. You just found the fingerprint proof.
Sorry, it doesn't ring a bell.
The blood-like colour of the paint is strange, as if it were organic. A particularly striking work. Was perforating the work part of the artistic process? There are fingerprints on the back and sides of the canvas. Someone transporting the work? Can I link these prints to a suspect? You just found the special proof. A particularly bloody choice of pigment. Oh, positive blood.
What does this have to do with me? I spent a year with him, so obviously you're going to find my fingerprints all over the place.
Congratulations! A new timeline is available. Let's hear the suspect's confession.
Look, I don't want to talk about it. I think I felt trapped. I couldn't move on with Richard. We knew it would come out sooner or later. He needs an enormous amount of space to create, an enormous amount of space for his ego. Staying with Richard just felt like putting my career on hold.
We are in Agatha's testimony, and now we can explore the timeline. Look at your watch. Can you go back in time? At the beginning of the timeline, I think I saw something. Interesting. Let's see who's texting Agatha. Agatha's mobile received a text message from a museum. Perfect. I'll open up the other teleportation points for you. There are several clues hidden in the timeline. Let's find them all. A note signed by Carl von Rove. It says, "Friendly reminder." A very original way of marking an important date. Richard seems to have serious debts, but how did he get into this situation? A missed call from Carl von Rove on Richard's phone. A letter from the Centre d'Art Contemporain Pompidou in Paris. The contract was mishandled. Richard must not have appreciated the terms and conditions.
Richard, we need to talk.
Talk about what?
About this, whatever this is, it isn't working.
Not working? Look, Agatha, we've been through tough patches before. We can
No,
figure
Richard,
this
this
out.
is more than just a tough patch, okay? This is a fundamental problem.
Fundamental? What do you mean?
Your irresponsibility. Your complete lack of awareness for anything that's going on around you. You're so absorbed in your own world, you forget there's one outside of it. And what is the point of collecting all these exotic trinkets?
This is a ceremonial knife from Central Africa, an object of great museum value. Congratulations! You found a new suspect, Carl von Rove, the famous millionaire who's been making headlines in the tabloids. Here is a new detective board. Let's take a look at the clue we found. A collection letter from his bank. He owes 40,000 euros. The bank does not seem to be laughing. It says legal action will be taken if the situation is not regularized within 60 working days. You just found the fingerprint proof. A letter of formal notice was sent 1 month ago, and Richard was supposed to regularize his debts as soon as possible.
I won't even take the time to answer this question.
Don't you have any better questions?
How is this related to me?
Richard was a genius, but his erratic behavior made him a liability. I saw potential in his art, but his financial desperation was consuming him. Despite my efforts to guide him, he remained stubborn and unpredictable.
The contract between Richard Hugh and the Von Rove Foundation. It's signed by millionaire Carl Von Rove. A dedication from Carl Von Rove. Dear Richard, a friendly reminder, your beloved patron. Huh. Sounds like a nice guy. No. You just found the fingerprint proof.
What an incredible journalist. If it says Von Rove, it's probably mine. But do you really think I pay attention to all the little details in each contract? I'm way above such considerations. Yes, it's my signature. So what? Who cares? Of course, this contract protects me. I expect a return on my investment.
He hid that contract from me for months. I think he was ashamed of signing something so enslaving, like a pact with the devil, opening the door to success but binding you forever to a terrible character. He hid that contract from me for months. I think he was ashamed of signing something so enslaving, like a pact with the devil, opening the door to success but binding you forever to a terrible character.
Are you here to waste my time?
The most fashionable contemporary art centre in Paris writes to Agatha, offering her a prestigious job. Agatha's career seems to be going well. You just found the fingerprint proof.
Yes, that is indeed my stuff.
What's it got to do with me?
I'm not authorised to make any comment. It's a museum matter.
So you have no interesting evidence to present to me?
A friend of Agatha's called Kate tells her about her future job at the museum. Multiple fingerprints are present, all belonging to the same person.